The overall market for video services is growing quite rapidly right now. We've seen just a large amount of mass market adoption, largely based on increased handset availability, lowered tariffs, and really consumer interest in more video services. We've seen in most markets, ARPU is declining for operators, especially those that are reliant on voice. Much more competition and new entrants coming into the market. Video for sure is a way for them to increase ARPU, but also to demonstrate innovation and innovative services to their customers in the market. The barriers to mass market adoption really are twofold. One is around enhancing the customer experience, and the other is new and innovative services. So the customer experience is having a very quick call setup time, minimizing errors in the video streaming, and a much more efficient delivery of video services. So for the video services, we're seeing much more new and innovative services, such as video blogging, video surveillance, video telephony, video streaming, video conferencing, and these have really started to take off in many markets. I think the market's really becoming segmented, such as markets normally do. So you've got a segment of the market in Europe that's downloading football goals, for instance. Then you've got kids who are maybe more interested in video chat. You've got those kind of adults and businessmen that might be using video surveillance for their house or office, for instance. So I think it's very much about the right segmentation and the right pricing for these different parts of the market. We've seen great differences in aspirations for operators between Asia and Europe. So for Asia, it's largely been around ringtones, and now what's coming is video ringback tones, which is one of the products that we're also offering there too. The aspirations for the operators in Europe has been largely defensive in many cases. They're still building out the 3G networks, still really trying out new types of services. What's been interesting, though, is other than the main operators, we see large amounts of ASPs, application service providers, content aggregators, content providers, and all kinds of new entrants that are competing against the traditional operators, and they're moving very fast and very rapidly to market. So today, Dilithium works with a wide range of partners. We have about 50 deployments all around the world with a number of both major OEM companies, messaging companies, enhanced service platform companies, and systems integrators. From a marketing point, we work on really enhancing the customer experience through patented technologies such as unicoding, AnswerFast Plus, and video refresh. And we believe it's all about making our operators and our customers more successful in their video deployments. So for the next 18 months, we see the market really starting to take off quickly, both in Europe and Asia, but also starting to in the US and parts of Latin America and Eastern Europe. And this will all happen from new services, lower tariffs, more readily available 3G handsets, but also this convergence between 3G, broadband, wireless LAN, and WiMAX, for instance. I'd say the market is starting to really take off the last 6 months. We've seen with a lot of press around video iPods and new video streaming services that it has quite a lot of interest right now. Every operator, every partner that we go see says, we start to see it take off now. How can you help us make it a reality? So we think the technologies for success involve making a seamless network to provide seamless services. Quality is key, and working around an IMS architecture to enable both wireline and wireless services, also around a presence-based architecture. So we very much believe in our products being not just patented, but also standardized and working openly across the industry. An example of that is AnswerFast Plus. We've worked very carefully with the IMTC and the ITU now for a number of years to help it become a more standard approach to solving the call setup times for the handsets and terminals.